Hi, this is Naveen Nanjandappa from 12 Principles Consulting. In this chapter, we're going to talk about the Scrum Master services. The Scrum Master serves the Scrum team, the product owner, and the organization. Let's look at how does the Scrum Master serve these categories of people. The services to the Scrum team, they include coaching the Scrum team members to be more self-managed, self-organized, and cross-functional, which means over a period of time, the team members evolve as a self-managing team and cross-functional skilled teams so that they can handle all the requests from end to end to deliver high business value. The Scrum team focuses on creating high value increments that meets definition of done. So the Scrum Master will ensure that the Scrum team understands how they are going to focus and how they are going to value add during the sprint. The Scrum Master also coaches the team to remove the impediments during this sprint. It is not that the Scrum Master removes the impediments, but the Scrum Master has to coach the team on how to remove the impediments. It is more like trying to teach how to fish rather than give a fish. The Scrum Master ensures that all the Scrum team takes place and they are effective, productive, and also within the time box so that all the team members focus on the goal and achieve the results with inspection and adaptation. Now, let's look at the Scrum Master services to the product owner. While the product owner focuses on the product management activities in Scrum, the Scrum Master serves the product owner with the techniques that can make the product owner's job effective in product backlog management and product goal definitions. This way, the product owner can work with the teams to effectively define the requirements and also manage them. Remember, we are in a complex zone and inspecting and adapting is a key even for product backlog management. The Scrum Master services towards the product backlog would be to ensure that the team members understand the need for having a clear and concise product backlog items, especially when we are working in a complex zone. It is important that the team understands why they have to spend some time during the product backlog refinement for their effectiveness in handling the complex systems. Next, the Scrum Master ensures that the product owner understands how to work in a complex ecosystem, especially with the release strategies where the parameters or constraints of the product is mapped. Remember, all 4 parameters cannot be fixed in a complex zone. And educating the product owner and the system is very important on how to inspect and adapt and the purpose of inspect and adaptation in an empirical environment and a complex systems. Lastly, facilitating the collaboration between the product owners and the stakeholders, the discussions between them, and effectively bringing up the results for these discussions. Now, the Scrum Masters don't just end up working with the teams and the product owner. A larger portion of the contribution also goes to the organizational transformation. So the services to the organization includes leading, mentoring, and coaching, including the training program for organizations while they are adapting Scrum. So as a Scrum Master, the Scrum Master should look at what are the needs that the other teams have in the organization while the agile coaching and transformation is going on, especially adapting to the Scrum framework. Planning and advising Scrum implementation within the organization. So being part of how to adapt Scrum and what are the things that could be potentially done in order to enable the teams to be the best during the transition. Ensuring that employees and the stakeholders are understanding the empirical approaches and empirical process for a complex work and the need for inspection adaptation. There are high probability that the management might have an objection for the Scrum framework, especially in terms of the inspect and adapt mindset, adaptability mindset, and hence the need for the Scrum Master to educate them in order to understand the complex ecosystem. Removing the barriers between the stakeholders and the Scrum team, especially during the transition, and this enables a better culture and a leadership is developed, and the teams would be able to use the Scrum framework for a better results. Now that you have understood the services that the Scrum Master could give to the Scrum team, the product owner, and the organization, remember these are just a few bullet points and they are not just limited to these activities. You could as well go ahead with many more activities that are potentially doable by the Scrum Master as a services towards these people. Now, let us look at some of the list of activities. Would you describe and list the Scrum Master services to your Scrum team, your product owner, and your organization? Think about all the items, all the things that the Scrum Master do to serve these people in your organization. I hope this exercise will help you reflect on your Scrum Master's activities. Thank you so much. Let's come back again for the next section.